Under the starry night sky, Alan is trapped in the claws of a massive two-headed night bird. Blood flows from his shoulder, and his leg wound is bleeding profusely. Despite his attempts to use the windwalk spell or whirlwind spell, his arms are pinned, and the bird hovers above him, preventing him from releasing arcane energy. The night bird carries him dozens of meters into the air, with a dangerous valley below. If he falls, he will surely be crushed to death. Alan refuses to give up, determined to fight for his life. Struggling would only worsen his pain, as the night bird's claws dig deeper, and he will die from the fall if he frees himself. He decides to wait for the right moment. When the bird flies over a ridge where the ground is closer, he will use all his strength to break free. Though the ridge is still over 10 meters away, Alan knows he can't wait any longer. There are no other mountains in sight, and the bird's nest is likely nearby, giving him no chance to escape. As the night bird passes over the ridge, Alan thrashes wildly, biting down hard on the bird's claw. The bird screeches in pain but doesn't loosen its grip. Time is running out. Alan ignores the agony in his shoulder and unleashes all his power. With a roar, a surge of energy explodes within him, releasing a pale yellow force that sends a shockwave through the air, scattering the bird's feathers. The bird screeches again, releasing Alan and flying away. Alan has released his chi, a powerful force that saved his life but left him plummeting towards the ground. He tries to use his chi to cushion the fall, but it vanishes quickly. Desperate, he manipulates arcane energy to create a whirlwind beneath him, slowing his descent. Despite his efforts, he crashes heavily onto the ridge, rolling down the slope and into the valley, where he loses consciousness. Meanwhile, in Windsong Town, a majestic group of knights from the deity's temple arrives, riding silver-white unicorns. The townsfolk watch in awe as the new mayor rushes out to greet them. The leader of the knights, an exceptionally heroic man, coldly announces that they are searching for a girl with a jade pendant. The mayor, terrified, promises to find her immediately. A steward who has worked for the old mayor recalls that Ella, who stayed with the old mayor, has a jade pendant. The lead knight murmurs that they have finally found her after searching all the villages near the Meldal Mountains. Back in the valley, 3 months have passed since Alan's fall. He has survived in the Beast Ridge with sheer willpower and intelligence. His body is covered in wounds, making him look ghastly. After being unconscious for 3 days and nights, Alan wakes up in excruciating pain, feeling as if his bones have shattered. He lies in the valley, unable to move, surviving by eating grass and using the windwalk spell to bring water from a nearby pond. For 10 days and nights, Alan endures the wind and rain until he can barely move. His incredible constitution allows him to survive where others would have perished. Slowly, his wounds and broken bones begin to heal, and he finally manages to stand. Despite the hardships, Alan feels relief at being alive. He searches for medicinal herbs, which his father had taught him to recognize, and after more than half a month of recovery, his body heals. He spends a month in the valley, transforming from a once handsome young boy into a wild man of the Beast Ridge. There is a pond in the valley, but Alan avoids it after witnessing a giant water serpent emerge one night, snatching a wind eagle from the sky. The memory fills him with fear, and he is grateful that the serpent hasn't noticed him. He stays in the valley, using the serpent's presence as protection while he recovers. After leaving the valley, Alan continues to wander through the mountains, sometimes fearing he will be trapped there forever, constantly fighting beasts until his death. But he refuses to give up. Now both a junior warrior and a junior arcane mage, Alan has unlocked his potential during his time on the edge of death. His arcane skills have improved significantly, and he has mastered the Windblade spell and Whirlwind spell, allowing him to fend off small F-class beasts. After walking for a whole day, Alan finally finds a water source, a clear spring flowing from a rock face. He carefully washes off the layers of blood and grime, feeling a great sense of relief. Just as he is enjoying the moment, a fiery voice suddenly calls out, "Hey, you wild monkey, what are you doing dirtying our drinking water?" Startled, Alan realizes he isn't alone and is so excited that he nearly shouts out.